friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Cher, and today I have a super exciting episode because I just got in the new releases from Natasha Denona. So I'm going to be reviewing the mini pastel palette and the Pastel Plexi Glow highlighter. This is a new drop from Natasha Denona. I'm a little behind on this, so I know it's not first released, but hopefully still new enough it excites you. And we're going to be creating some kind of really fun look. So if that interests you, make sure you stick around. And if you are new here, I love to do a lot of stuff like this, beauty product reviews, especially new releases like this. And I'm going to have more in the future, so be on the lookout for that. I also love to do unboxings, shopping hauls, all the fun beauty and makeup stuff. I'm a professional makeup artist, so we do makeup here. I also love to do travel vlogs. I live in the great state of Florida, where everybody loves to come to us. So I am constantly bringing you along on our trips, especially here in Florida, but sometimes other places too. So if you love beauty and makeup like me, or if you love travel, make sure you pop that subscribe button so that you will not miss all of the fun around here. And having said that, we're gonna hop in. Okay guys, let's have a look at her. So first of all, the mini pastel palette. This is honestly a little different for me because I normally do a lot of plain Jane makeup because I'm a professional makeup artist. Most average people, like for their weddings, you know, because weddings are like the bread and butter for makeup artists, most people don't really want to be wearing this on their wedding day. They're wearing very neutrally soft pink shimmers, golds, that kind of thing. I like to do creative, colorful makeup more for my creative looks and like makeup collabs, but I tend to not buy this kind of thing. So this is kind of, I won't say it's new territory for me, but it's just, I'm trying to get more into this kind of makeup and review all the different things. And I'm really looking to get more into indie brands. So we're going to be kind of talking about this one today because it really reminds me of the indie brand craze. Just that, like the duochrome, you know, these shimmers. And so the formula, I just felt like this is where Natasha Denona was really going with this formula. So I kind of want to see how it's comparing to that. Oh, this is a tiny little guy. I thought it was a little bit bigger. So here she is. Oh, look at that. You can see the glow, that like the multi-chrome. Although I really only see like two colors. What do you think? Yeah, can you see that? I hope that it's reflecting on my camera the right way. I think that's beautiful. So anyway, I'm going to be kind of testing that out from that angle. So to start off with, as a review and first impression without having done anything with it, I'm seeing only one matte, and that's this green right here. The rest are shimmers, which, you know, with this kind of colorful, fun look, you know, I don't think that matters. If I was doing this for professional makeup or something, I would want a few more mattes in here to go with these shimmers, but we can still create some fun. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch some up for you, just on my arm, and see how it goes at first. This is the color I am most wanting to dig into, you guys. Woo-wee. And I will confess, I have seen a few videos already, and it just created the most stunning looks. And so the blue and green in here is what everybody's grabbing for, and I don't blame them. I think it is gorgeous. Look at that. Like, I'm dying to get into that. I was trying to decide if I should create a different look from what everybody else is doing though today. I don't know, like do something with the pink, because I haven't seen people do as much with the pink on this, like the lighter colors. They're all going for these deep colors, which I see why. Those are the gorgeous ones. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm having to do a voiceover because I don't know if you noticed, I'm having major audio issues right now. So I'm just going to finish some of the spots that were really bad with my audio as a voiceover. So you're getting a spoiler alert on my eyes there, but I'm swatching it up for you here. As you can see, beautiful colors. I love these shimmers. Just a gorgeous formula. Definitely love those deep, like the green and the blue. And then check out that gold. Just wow. So I feel like these lighter colors here would make a beautiful like Easter or spring type look, even though we used a lot more of the deeper colors today. So be looking for a short or something where I just play with different looks. I didn't use any of the pink today, but I used all of the other colors. So we've got gold, the blues, and the green on my eyes there. And I'm going to continue with a voiceover on making this look for you. You can kind of see where we're starting over and we are doing this look that I had on my eyes a minute. So I started off with that green color, the only matte in the palette, and it blends pretty well. It's like her normal formula, but I did have to kind of go back into the creases and build it up a little bit. You know, I have 40 plus skin. Sometimes you start getting a little more hooded and you just got to go fill in those cracks with little circular motions. And so I did still have to do some of that with the formula. I didn't feel like it was super duper pigmented. I feel like it's kind of, you need to build it up to get those very vibrant colors. Now, I didn't use any Fix Plus or, setting spray or anything like that. I did prime my eyes beforehand, or not really prime them. I usually use concealer with a setting powder over it. Also, please excuse my brows. I am just recovering from the big C. I don't want to say the word because sometimes that triggers like social media bots, the bots, that are listening for that word. But basically, I had to reschedule my hair appointment, and I usually do my brow wax and all that stuff at that appointment. And so they are in really bad shape right now. So anyway, here we have the green look. I just kind of went over it in the crease, used it as the transition color, and then we are going to start adding on some blue on top of that in a minute. Okay, and then I'm switching to a little bit smaller brush, but still a fluffy one, and we're going to start packing on a little bit more of that darker blue color on the outside corners. Even though it is a shimmery color, they're all shimmer. So we're just going to start doing it in almost like that side B type shape that I tend to do, where you pretend like it's a sideways V on the side of your eyes, and we're just going to start blending it into the green and building it up. Now, I noticed again it wasn't super vibrant going on at first, so it is one of those you just keep playing with it and building it up until it gets a little more intense, or you could spray Fix Plus or something to make it a little more vibrant, or some primer, under there might make it pop a little more. But I basically just kind of built it up until it got to a more deeper, more vibrant color. And then I was showing you here that there was a little bit of fallout. It wasn't really bad. It actually looks worse in person than it was on camera. You might not have been able to see it, but I did experience some fallout. But at the same time, I'm also going in there pretty heavy to build up that blue color to make it a little more intense. Okay, and I actually put a little bit of translucent powder under my eyes there so that if I did have more fallout, it would catch it. And then we came in with a packing brush here and set in with that really light color blue and started dabbing it more along the lid there on the inner corners. Just pretty. Look at that sparkle going on. I did not add any concealer or primer or anything. I didn't do any kind of like cut crease. So that is exactly how it's going on without extra tools to make it pop. But it's so pretty. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer. And here is how it looks with that shimmer all on. So the next thing that I did was I came in with that gold. And I took a little small inner corner brush, and we're just going to kind of dab into the pan there, into that gold. And I'm just popping a teeny bit in the corners. It doesn't really show up a lot on my skin. So I think it would be better as like an all over lid as opposed to just like a little pop of gold as a highlight almost. So I just kind of brought it into the lid a little more. And then I started kind of blending it into the blue shimmer a little bit. And I wanted to give it kind of the look of gold sparkles in with the shimmer. Next step was to start coming under the eyes. So I got a little under eye brush here. All of these brushes I'm using, by the way, are from Morphe. So wow, can we just talk about Morphe for a minute, closing. But then I think I've seen where maybe they're not, but there's got a lot of problems. So wow, I actually really love the some of the Morphe brushes. I like the Morphe Jaclyn Hill collab, and I use that a lot with my clients. By the way, I'm just coming in and I'm using all the same colors that we used up top. I'm just kind of coming in the same spots underneath the eyes here. So I went with green kind of all around, and then I did a darker blue on the outside corners and a lighter blue on the inside corners. And then I try to do a tiny bit of that gold in the inner corner. But anyway, so I do actually like I have a lot of Morphe palettes and the Morphe brushes, so it's kind of a shock to me, but I know there's a lot of problems, and maybe that's a good topic for another video. Okay, guys, I am freaking obsessed. Obsessed. Look at this. How gorgeous. I think it is time for me to start dabbling in more like this. This is incredible. I love it. I love it. Love it. Okay, so now let's test out this highlight. Okay, can you see how it's like, you know, it's supposed to be that multi-chrome, but I'm seeing like two colors in there? Okay, so we're going to do a little voiceover for this part too. I'm just kind of showing you like how the light reflects. You really, do you guys see more colors than I do? I only see two colors in there. I don't feel like it's super multi. Maybe it's duo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch the four corners, because I've heard you can almost do like the four corners on this, and we're going to see what they look like from all four, see if there's any difference in the color and when the light hits it. Do you see color? The top was just kind of one of those white corners, and the bottom was the pink over there. So now I'm just going to go around the other white ones, and we're going to see. I think the pink one in the middle there is the only one I see a slight difference on. But to be honest, the other swatches, they all looked exactly the same. So I am not seeing a whole lot of multi-chrome in this highlight. I think it is, you know, it looks like most other highlight I have used. I don't see much of a difference. It's a really pretty highlight, and I think it goes on well. It pops. Okay, and then here I am actually putting it on the face, so we're going to test it out there. This is one of the white ones, and then this is the pink one. So I don't see much difference. It kind of almost comes out with a gold shine, in my opinion, especially when, you know, the light hits it certain angles. So it makes a really pretty highlight. I love my highlight really, really, really bright and vibrant. And then I started putting it on the rest of the face, just where I would normally do my highlight. And I do really like it, but I have other highlights that I really, really, really like too. So I'm not sure it is much different or that special from it, to be honest. A little tad bit up there. Don't look at my brows and how bad they need to be waxed and plucked. What are we thinking? A little pop right here. Kind of bring it into the fold and see what we think about that. Are we seeing the colors? I'm not. So I'm gonna have to try out some of these indie brands, like check out the highlights specifically, and see what I can find out about how it compares to them. So be on the lookout for maybe like a short or something comparing this to some of those other ones. And I do have my first Adept palette on the way, so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be checking it out, and we're just going to dabble more in some of these brands that are more pigmented like this, more of the shimmer. That's kind of one of those things those indie brands are known for, the multi-chromes and these like stunning shimmers, these vibrant colors like this. I am absolutely in love. I'm absolutely in love. I'm gonna see if I can pop on a little bit more like contour or blush or something, and I will be right back to you. All right, guys, here is the finished look. What do we think? I freaking love it. I don't know about you guys. Oh my gosh, I love this palette. Would I recommend it? Yes, 100% yes. I love it. Is it worth the price? I think for Natasha Denona, yes, absolutely. Love the color story. I mean, it's just beautiful and perfect. And here is the final look, which you have already seen because you got a little spoiler since I had to add this voiceover earlier. So again, I really apologize for my audio issues. I have tried new equipment and I just don't think it's working out, and I'm scared it could be my phone. But overall, I loved this palette. I thought it was wonderful. I would definitely recommend buying it. Wonderful color story. You know, it's like mostly shimmers. And then the highlight, I think it was really pretty. Not quite what I expected. Yeah, I mean, I'm a highlight girl, so, you know, I approve. And then make sure that you are staying tuned because my Adept palette just got here, so we're going to be renewing it next. Pop that subscribe so that you don't miss more like this in the future, and I'll catch you on the next one.